Hi friends, in today's video I have a bunch of patterns that I want to share with you guys that are perfect for fall and Halloween. So if that's interesting to you, please keep watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into this video. I have patterns ranging from small no-sew patterns to bigger, more complex patterns like this pumpkin guy over here. But without further ado, let's get started. You can use these patterns for market prep. You can use them as centerpieces. You can use them as decor pieces, as goodie bags, as gifts. Really, there's so much use for these patterns. And if you need a little inspiration for your market or for whatever else you're doing this fall season, I got you covered. I will also link all the patterns down below, as well as a video from last year where I talk about a few other Halloween patterns. So some of the patterns in this video will repeat because I am market prepping them again this year. However, there are patterns in here that are also new that I have come to love for this fall season. So I'm going to start off with all the small stuff first. A new pattern that actually I discovered this year, I believe it was published this year as well, are these little candies. It is a free Instagram pattern. It is no sew. You guys, if you guys have been on my channel, you have seen me market prep these. They are absolutely adorable. They take like little to no time at all. I would say about 15 minutes. Once you get in the groove of things, you can definitely cut down on your time. But again, this pattern is no sew. You're just stuffing the center, and then the wrappers of the candies are surface crocheted on. It is a very well written pattern, and it's free. Check out this pattern. I will have everything linked down below. I love this pattern if you're making goodie bags or keychains. Perfect little pattern for that. Next up is a pattern that I have made for, I think this is my third year in a row making it. They are little tiny ghosts from Crochet with Bay. Again, this is another free Instagram pattern. To actually crochet these take me about 10 minutes. And then with stuffing and adding in eyes, you can add another 2 minutes. So a 12-minute project. Again, it's a small pattern. It's cute. It's adorable. I don't have eyes in these ones yet because, like I said, I'm in the process of market prepping. But I will say I really enjoy making these patterns in a light pink yarn. I think ghosts in light pink are the cutest thing ever. My customers do really enjoy these as well. I use Parfait Chunky for most of my items. So again, this is Parfait Chunky. I believe this is the color light pink. Another quick project, another cute project. You can display these in your office, in your home, like on top of the TV, in your living room, just anywhere. They're so cute, they're so adorable, and they're very quick, and the pattern is free and no sew. I do have an honorable mention for two patterns that I don't have a physical plushie of at the moment, but the first one is a free pattern on Instagram as well. It is a little football pattern. My friend has made it and she recommended the pattern to me. It is adorable, and I'm going to be market prepping those for my next market. It is a no-sew pattern. What all that you're doing is embroidering some white to show the seams of the football, and I think it's a really cute pattern. It's perfect for football season, so not only for right now for October, November. You can use these well into December, January, and February because of the Super Bowl. I think it's adorable. You can add them on keychains. You can put them in little goodie bags. You can make them like a little treat if you are having like a Super Bowl party and you want to have like little favors and you have kids coming. Perfect, even for adults. They're adorable. Everyone's gonna love them. The next pattern I also want to share, again, is a free pattern on Instagram from Crochet by Janina. They are little pumpkins. I had made these last year for my market and they did very well. They're adorable. Again, same concept as the football. You can make them goodie bags, you can make them keychains, you can make them mystery bags, you can have them in a $5 or a $10 bin depending on what you want to price them at, and very simple. And again, free. And last but not least, for free Instagram patterns that are on the smaller, more market prep friendly side, is this little pumpkin pie. This pattern is from the Squishy Witch on Instagram. It is such a cute pattern. So in her pattern, she actually does have two little baubles here on the bottom to give it legs, but I decided not to do that. However, I will be adding in some eyes to this pumpkin. I just haven't decided if I want them on top of the filling or over here on the bottom of the crust. But this is okay. So this pattern does take a little bit more time because it is a wider pattern. However, it is still quick. I actually made 5 of these crusts yesterday. I did only finish one completely, but the pattern is very straightforward, very simple, very easy, and relatively quick to make up, and absolutely adorable. I mean, it's so cute. I think this would look so cute on a kitchen table or even like on a Thanksgiving spread. Adorable, love it. Highly recommend. Last but not least, this is not a free Instagram pattern. This is a paid pattern from Avery Crafts a Lot. I have pattern tested this little pattern for her, and I say little because I made it little, okay? I used a size 4 yarn for this from Hobie, and I believe the yarn is called Toucan Fine in this gorgeous purple color, and it is a little bat. Is that not the cutest thing ever? And let me tell you guys, my favorite part about this pattern is actually how the wings are crocheted on. So you are not sewing the wings on, and the way she has them crocheted on I think is so smart. I loved that part of this pattern. It is an adorable little pattern. I wish I allocated more time so I could make some more of these little bats. They're so cute. The only embroidery or the sewing that you're doing is the smile and the 2 little fangs. That's all the embroidery that you have to do. It is absolutely adorable. You're doing some surface crocheting, quick project, 20 minutes. And I will have this pattern linked down below as well. I just really like this pattern. This bat pattern is a little bit different from what I'm used to, and I do enjoy it a lot. And again, it's on the smaller side, so if you want to make some smaller items, something quicker for market prep, this is a great one. Great idea, and it's so cute. Okay, let's move into some of the more medium-sized plushies. The first plushie that I want to include is actually also a free pattern on Instagram from Magic Filament. I do not have a picture of that exact pattern. However, I do have this candy corn to show you. I don't remember whose pattern this one is, but I will say that I do like the pattern from Magic Filament a lot because she has bobbles for the arms. And as you can see, these arms are kind of wonky right now. So I do recommend Magic Filament's pattern a lot. Last year I did actually modify the pattern to be a little smaller, and those did very well for me. Magic Filament's pattern will not turn out this big. It will be a little smaller than the one that I'm showing you guys here, but I really enjoy that pattern. It is no-sew. It is a free pattern. It takes about 25 minutes when you're doing the full version. If I somehow find the modification I have, I will share it with you guys in a later video. But I do really like making candy corns. They're cute. They're not just for Halloween, they're also for fall. So don't worry about market prepping something for just one event. You can use them for a couple months and they will still be a hit. They're absolutely adorable. And that is all I have to say about this pattern. The next few patterns I want to talk about are from Murphy Crochets, and I adore this pattern pack so much. I actually only have one plushie from this pattern pack left, but it is the zombie. The zombie is one of my favorites, and so is the pumpkin man in this Halloween pattern pack. You can get these patterns separately, or you can purchase them as a pattern pack, whatever you feel is best for you. This is the zombie. This one is one of my favorites. I loved the colors that I did on this one. I have these priced at $35 for my markets, and I haven't had an issue with selling them at that price. They are either no-sew or very low-sew patterns. It depends on which pattern you're making, but again, it's so cute. You can use a lot of your scrap yarn for these projects because they do use quite a bit of colors, but if you're like me and you have scrap yarn always laying around, perfect project for this. And they are relatively detailed for something that doesn't require an extreme amount of effort. I think they're adorable and I love them, and I will always recommend these to you guys because they are little dolls and they're very popular with kids and adults as well. So if you're looking for some Halloween inspiration, these are great. I love them. Next up, I'm gonna do a little bit of self-promo here. The first on the list, these are medium-sized plushies. They are no-sew plushies. I personally feel that these are the best size for plushies because they're not huge, they're not tiny, they're just right, and the price point is also just right if you're making them for markets. And the first pattern is Freya the Fox. This is a fall pattern. You can make them all year round, but specifically it is more of a fall pattern rather than a Halloween pattern. As you can see with this one, I did make it a little more Halloween-like with the missing eye, with the button eye, with some stitching on the sides. So very versatile pattern, and I don't know if I said this, but it is no-sew. It takes about an hour and a half to make. The color changes, I'm biased, but I feel like the color changes work so well with this pattern, and you can make either a two-toned a belly modification fox, or you can make a solid colored fox. And if you want to spice things up, you can also use fluffier yarn, a textured yarn. This is Premier's Little Bunny yarn in the color Tangerine, and I mixed it with their Parfait Chunky yarn because I love mixing textures. But here we go, two totally different looks of the foxes. This one's a little more creepy, Halloweeny, and this one is just so fall, so cutesy. I did add some embroidery, I added some lashes, adorable. And this pattern will be coming out on Tuesday, October 7th. So mark your calendars if you would like to pick up a copy of this pattern. Another medium plushie that I would love to share with you guys, but I don't know where the physical plushie is actually a pattern from Canuck Creativity. It is her Maple Leaf pattern. I love this pattern so much. It is a no-sew pattern, by the way. It is so good. I do have a video on me making this pattern if you want to check out a previous vlog, but this pattern is just so adorable. It's so great. It is no-sew. The way it's constructed is absolutely perfect. It is so accurate to looking like a maple leaf, and I have so many good things to say about it. So if you want, again, a fall themed project to work on that you can use as decor or whatever, it brings me so much joy. And I actually am going to work up a golden yellow maple leaf as well for my upcoming market, and I love this pattern so much. And you know what the best thing is? She is also coming out with an oak leaf pattern. So if you enjoy her maple leaf pattern after you make it, check out her socials, her Etsy, her Instagram. I'm sure she will be posting about when that pattern is releasing for the oak leaf pattern. I can't wait to make that one as well. I cannot wait to get my hands on that pattern because I loved the maple leaf one so much, and I'm sure I will love the oak leaf one as well. This next pattern is definitely more for Halloween, I would say. It's giving fall as well, but I think it fits more into the Halloween category, and it is my pumpkin bear. There are two versions of my pumpkin bear. You get both in the pattern. You get the pumpkin bear that's just like stuck in a jack-o'-lantern, and then the other pumpkin bear also has a little jack-o'-lantern hat. Again, these are relatively quick projects. I would say these take about an hour and a half, and they are low sew. All you're doing is sewing on the head. I really enjoyed this pattern. I personally like this bear more than the one with the hat, but that is up to you to decide. You get both variations in the pattern, and I think there is nothing cuter than bears for any holiday season, and this one is just so cute. I do also have a larger version of my pumpkin bear, of my jack-o'-lantern bear, but that one does include sewing, and it is also much bigger than this one. Speaking of pumpkins, we have my mini pumpkin boy pattern. He is so adorable. This is such a cute fall item, whether it's for a market or if you want to have it in your house as decor. He's just so cute. There's minimal sewing required for this pattern. You're sewing on the hat over here, and his hat is a little pumpkin. The overalls are actually removable, so if you want to play dress up with him, you can. I also think these overalls would look so cute in a blue color to look like jeans, and he could be like a little farmer pumpkin boy. But again, super simple pattern. It's adorable, and I feel like these bring a lot of joy. I always get comments on these when I bring them to my markets. So cute, fall, adorable, and cozy. We're still on the pumpkin theme, okay? If you liked that previous pattern but you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge, a little bigger plushie, I also have my original pumpkin boy pattern. This one is much bigger. As you can see, here is the size difference. I used the same yarn for this, Parfait Chunky, so as you can see there is a big difference. This one is a chunky boy. He's so soft and so fluffy, similar to that one. I feel like this would be such a great plushie to gift to someone or to leave on your bed or on your couch as decor. That would also be absolutely adorable because he's so big and he's so huggable, and if you make him in Burnout Blanket or Parfait Plush or Sweet Snuggles Light, he will be much bigger than this, and he's perfect for cuddling. And last but not least, you guys knew this was coming. It is the Pumpkin Man from Kits Knits. This is such a great fall and Halloween pattern because you can definitely change up the colors to make it more specific to Halloween, but as a fall pattern, this is absolutely stunning. it is a big guy, okay? I used Cozy Cub for this project, Cozy Cub and Parfait Chunky, and he still turns out pretty big. I have seen bigger ones, especially when made in burlap blanket, but this is such a good pattern. It is so adorable. I love him so much. He's perfect. He's the perfect guy for fall. If you want to get into a cozy mood, into a fall spirit, if you want to cozy up on the couch, this is the pattern for you. This one. And also I'm going to mention her scarecrow pattern as well. I have not had time to make that one, but if it is anything like this one, you're going to love it as well. It is a similar body shape, but a scarecrow version, and I really love it. I love what she did with the sunflower petals in the back of the eyes. I think it's gorgeous. And these are great pieces if you want to bring something bigger to your market to draw attention. This guy right here, but to be honest with you, I really want to keep him and just keep him in my home, keep him on my couch. As you guys can see, he matches all of my decor so well, so I have nothing but good things to say about this pattern. And Kits Knits as a designer, she's amazing. So the last two on the list are Pumpkin Man and the Scarecrow, you guys. I hope that this video was helpful and that you were able to get some inspiration for your fall items, for some decor around the house, or for whatever you need. Honestly, sometimes it's just nice to cozy up with a new pattern and make something absolutely adorable with your own hands. With all that being said, you guys, I will see you in the next video. If you end up making any of these patterns, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought. And I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao for now.